Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Live from Oregon City High School, I'll be your play-by-play Caden Freehoff, alongside me, my color man, Jacob Archer. So tonight we have a very highly anticipated matchup between undefeated Clackamas and barely above 500 Oregon City. Oregon City's on a roll, winning 3 straight so far, at least looking to extend the winning streak to 3, as Clackamas has barely been scraping the bottom of the barrel these past few weeks. So Archer, looking at this Clackamas team, what do you see?
Well, with their dual threat quarterback, Wyatt Hutchinson, that really just presents a whole nother level to the game. Is with the defense, they're definitely going to have some guys on watch with that. As he's a great downfield passer, but also at any moment he can take off running. The linebackers will definitely have to be prepared and ready. And I'm sure Coach Nyquist, got him in shape, ready for the week. So, also with Richie Mock so far this year, the senior.
Who's an Oregon City transfer
from went to here last year. Didn't quite pan out, so he's a big piece to watch so far this year. He's rushed for well over 400 yards through the first couple games. Very big, very fast, very strong. He can run up the gut. They can put him on the outside because of his speed and versatility. He's just a hard-working football player. He gets really into it, so he's definitely be another big part to watch tonight.
And Moxrot also is only one of the very few, if any, Clackamas players being looked at by a D1 school. Boise State late last year came to visit and sent Richie a lot of good mail from what we've heard. On the Oregon City side of the ball, Javon Bradford, of course, being the verbal commit to Oregon State, he's looking to keep up his explosive play. Meanwhile, Sam Mon returning from a dislocated shoulder, along with senior running back Connor Mitchell returning from a torn meniscus. This Oregon City offense has proven that it can be one of the best in the state. It can hang with a Westland, Tim Tawa type of offense. Over these past few weeks, they've scored over 40 in each game against David Douglas and Gresham. The Gresham game was a blow. I mean, they're up 52-0, 52-0 for most of the third quarter. But tonight, Oregon City faces a whole different challenge. This is the best team, one of the best teams. Actually, no, this is the best team Clackamas has seen all year. Oregon City's already seen Westland and Central Catholic.
So two of the better teams, obviously.
Exactly.
In the state, if not two of the best.
And I mean, Richie Mock Surratt's a 6'2", 220-pound running back. He'll run through guys tonight.
Yeah.
So I mean, my thing when you look at the Oregon City defense, do not aim high. You can't aim high and go for the big blow to the chest. wrap him up, go for his legs, and if you really want to lay a blow, you go for his gut. But get him down, because if you
can't
attack
try
high,
to arm tackle this
no,
guy.
if you try and arm tackle him, he's just going to run right through you. So Oregon City will receive tonight to open things up on our homecoming.
Yeah, homecoming for the Pioneers. You know, parade before the game. Crowd's full crowd tonight.
Again, tonight's game will be brought to you by Thomas Beck Insurance along with Oregon City Physical Therapy.
It's out deep to return. We had Trevon Bradford and Connor Mitchell, but Trevon just moved up, so we have Connor Mitchell deep right now for the Pioneers.
Drew Dayton set to kick off for Clackamas. And we are off. Kind of a pooch kick, start the game, and Daniel Tkach takes it. He makes his way to about the 40-yard line. So Oregon City will begin with great field position. As the orchestrator of this whole circus, Daquan Dennis Lee over these past few weeks has really proven himself. He's stepped up to the plate, and he's made a lot of good reads and a lot of good throws. Last week, throwing for just over 230 yards.
We'll look at him from week 1 to now. You know, obviously,
now
like a healthy Connor Mitchell, they have strong quarterback play because, you know, they were splitting snaps between Riley and DQ.
Exactly.
Now they picked their guy, and they're going with him.
So DQ will start out of the pistol with Connor Mitchell in the backfield, and the Bradford brothers out wide with Mon in the slot. And it's a stretch to Mitchell. He's looking for the outside corner. A loss of at least 1 or 2. They tried to wait for blocks to develop, but they never developed.
And he's a quick running back, and he has good cuts. But on those kind of situations, you know, when there's 3 coming down, he's not quite at that level to make them all miss.
Yeah. So looking at the OSAA rankings, Clackamas comes in at number 3 and Oregon City down at 22. How accurate is that? Still don't know. It's just like the BCS.
Other than the 2 losses, they have looked really good.
Exactly. Dennis Lee's first completion out to Sam Mon for at least a chunk of 8. So it'll be 3rd and short coming up for the Pioneers. Those are the kind of throws that DQ has been able to make cleanly, just like that. And he won't stare down one receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll somewhat look, still try and draw a safety off at least a little bit to the left, but then work his way back to the right.
3rd and 7 for the Pioneers here.
That seems off.
No, they lost a couple yards on the first play.
That's true. That's true. So Dennis Lee out of the pistol yet again. He's got 4 wide. Clackamas tries to draw.
False start.
Oh, boy.
On the right guard for the Pioneers.
Nick Ella. Make it 3rd and 12 now for Oregon City.
Can't get in these kind of situations this early, especially when you haven't even got past the 50 yet.
Yeah, exactly. Or on your first drive.
Yeah.
And here's my thing. There's going to be so much trash talking and smack talk this whole game between the trenches. I mean, that's where this game's going to be won.
Yeah.
As the trenches.
There are quite a few transfers from Clackamas right now that are.
I mean, I hope this is a cleanly played game, but at the same time, we both know this will definitely not be that clean played. Dennis Lee looks. He's got Taryn Bradford on the slant, doesn't like what he sees. Throws it up to Trevon Bradford on a long slant. And just steps out of bounds, but does pick up the first down. Great awareness by Trevon as he ran that slant with his brother on the same side.
Yeah.
He just kept going. DQ saw that downfield, lofted up, and got extremely lucky.
Yeah,
extremely lucky, but still, yeah.
A good play by DQ to get out of the pocket, get around past his lineman, work his way over, and then eventually, you know, probably was going to throw it away, but saw that Trevon was open. And
exactly, and he put it where it needed to be.
One-on-one coverage with Trevon, yeah, all day for the Pioneers.
Oregon City now into Clackamas territory. 1st and 10 on the 42. Dennis Lee hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell finds a little bit of a crease and maybe picks up 3 or 4. Make it 2nd and 6 now from the 38 for the Pioneers. So Sam on the bottom, Trevon alongside him in the slot. Taryn Bradford towards the top. Dennis Lee, design roll out, looking. Goes deep to Trevon, and he just overshoots him.
Good pressure there by Clackamas to get down on DQ really quickly that play.
If Trevon would have kept up his feet, that would have been a touchdown.
Clackamas broke through that line quick enough where DQ had to get rid of it very quick on the run. Not the ideal throw for him.
No, exactly, yeah. But at the same time, we saw where that ball bounced and landed. That was still inbounds. That was a catchable ball, but of course, you know, I mean, that's a tough play to make.
It's hard to judge.
That's a tough play to make. So 3rd and 6 now from the Clackamas 38 for Oregon City. Timeout on the field. As Clackamas even going to put substitution for a medical timeout. Dennis Lee of Mitchell right behind him. Takes it. Quick 3-step drop. And bump and run coverage.
A beautiful pickup by Connor Mitchell there.
That was great.
To save DQ from taking a whopping hit.
Yeah. Dennis Lee looked for Mon, but good coverage downfield by Clackamas by number 10.
And now you're on
Jacob Walter.
Now you're on the 38, 4th and median. So this is 4-down territory. I mean,
oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think Nyquist really wants Phillips trying to kick a 55-yarder.
No, or even punting.
Yeah, exactly. Or I mean, they could, or they could use a pooch punt with DQ like they did last week against Gresham. Rarely. So Mon and Taryn Bradford side by side as DQ now works out of the shotgun. And Bradford in motion. It's a fly sweep. Trevon Bradford cuts back. And he will take it 38 yards to the house.
A beautiful run by Trevon Bradford.
Actually, no, that's a pass. DQ tossed it in front of him. So that is a completion. And that is a touchdown pass for Daquan Dennis Lee. So a 38-yard touchdown scooping pass from DQ to Trevon.
And a wonderful field vision by Trevon there as he made something out of nothing. As he was originally going left, someone crashed down on him hard, and he cut back, made a couple guys miss, took it upfield. Extra point is good as the Pioneers take the lead 7-0 with just over 8:30 remaining in the first quarter. Wow, I mean, that play just right in front of our eyes just completely opened
that
up.
was perfect.
It looked like he might have been tackled in the backfield, and Trevon, Oregon State recruit, that's probably why he's getting recruited, is because he just made something out of nothing.
Nice little, what was that, 38 yards?
38 yards,
yeah.
38-yard touchdown. Touchdown pass.
Yeah, pass.
You don't see that too often, but it wasn't to the side. It wasn't behind him. He did throw it in front of him, so.
But, I mean, I've been calling it a run all year, too. I mean, because of the way I've watched Oregon State over the years and they run that, you look at the ESPN stats after the game, they classify it as a run as well.
I'm sure DQ's fine with that play, turning it into a pass for him. I'm sure he's not too worried about his stats, but it never hurts.
So 8:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Oregon City up 7-0. And Fisher back deep to receive for Clackamas. As Phillips boots it away.
As a swarm of the Pioneers take him down.
Oh boy.
At the, what looks to be
as Kenshawn Sloan was there to get his first hands on him. So now our first look at this Clackamas offense. This has been one of the most prolific offenses here in the first 5 weeks as Wyatt Hutchinson, starting quarterback, 6'1", 180-pound senior, has 85 of 135 so far through 5. Just over 1,000 yards passing, 7 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. I mean, he's a pretty efficient quarterback.
Yeah, and with this offense, you have to account for everything because they can throw the ball long, they can throw it short. They have a great run game through Richie, and like I said, the quarterback can take off. So the defense really has to be aware of what's happening on each and every play.
Fine ball.
Yeah.
You got Connor Mitchell on defense, playing some cornerback. as they go with the old school option. And Richie bounces the outside. He's got some momentum. And to make a quick diving tackle is Trevon Bradford. There's one of my keys too. You got to aim low, Richie.
Yeah.
Got to aim low.
Takes a lot to take him down, so they're definitely going to have to make sure they wrap up well if he does get an open space.
6-yard gain for Clackamas. 2nd and short. Hutchinson swings it out to Mock, and he is not taken down as he cuts back upfield, and he's finally taken down for a loss of 4.
That's the thing, is you see a lot of players try to do that, and you know, on the rare occasion, it does work, and it turns into a crazy touchdown. But for the most part, that it never works, and that's why you don't see a lot of NFL players ever cut back like that. Even if it looks like there might be something, they're always coming down on the other side.
So 3rd and 7 now for Clackamas on the 25. As Hutchinson will audible. Hutchinson throws an incomplete backward pass to Cole Turner.
He fired that ball.
Oh, he did, yeah. That was a setup screen. It was a setup screen, or he was going to get it and then throw it downfield to Bennett Atteni over here.
Obviously, obviously it's the wide receiver's job to go get it, but that ball was, he slung it out like he was throwing it deep.
As the Oregon City student section yells Butterfingers from their 40-yard line student section.
Student section has really come on strong these last couple of weeks. Trevon out deep to return for the Pioneers.
So Drew Dayton will do the punting duties as well as the kicking duties, a little rugby style. And Trevon will watch this bounce, and Oregon City will take over in Clackamas territory.
The Clackamas player tried to push the Oregon City player into the ball. Obviously, if he had touched it, it still would have been the Pioneers' ball. But they take over with 7:14 remaining.
Again, folks, this game is also brought to you by Oregon City Physical Therapy. I know I used to go there.
Me too.
And I expect a lot of these players maybe to be going there afterwards too.
After this game, going up against the.
Those aren't just bumps and bruises.
No, there's some big players on both sides of the ball.
So 1st and 10 for Oregon City on the 49 of Clackamas. Dennis Lee will work out of the pistol. He hands it off to Mitchell, and Mitchell maybe gets 1 or 2. Gain of 1 for Mitchell. Now 2nd and 9 from the 48. That's a guy you got to get going early. Got to get him involved early. But
they have a good passing game, but they can't rely on it all game.
Exactly.
They're not an Ole Miss who that's all they do. You know, they got to be able to run the ball.
You got to run and shoot.
Because of that, it'll open up the passing game. Absolutely.
But I do like Nyquist's game plan early of using the pass game earlier on and more effective. As Dennis Lee will look to pass, and he's got Mon on a double move, but no, he looks to Bradford in the slot. Oh! And it bounces just off of Trevon's hands.
Bradford actually, what appered to, he slowed down a little bit, and it did look like the ball was going to be short, but the ball just kind of kept floating along. It was a very good pass, but it was just kind of floated up.
That was also a well-timed jump by senior Seth McCarty.
Definitely a tough ball to go grab, but
I mean, he's really got to target Mon, because Mon's last matchup is only 5'6". Mon's listed at, what's Mon listed at? 6'3".
They should be, but Trevon has just been getting by all of his coverage, and Mon hasn't so far this game.
Look how much space Clackamas is giving each of these Oregon City receivers, especially Bradford, as a draw for Mitchell, but he gets stuff behind the line of scrimmage.
They're just not respecting the pass game right now, and they're crashing on the run game. And, I mean, it worked on that drive, obviously, as they ended up losing 3 yards on the drive in total. Sam Mon going deep to punt.
Are you counting to make sure there's 11 on the field on each side?
No,
it's probably a good idea.
Timeout Clack, because look down here, they didn't have anyone on the draw.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Darren, and I mean, I'm not saying the Pioneers would call a fake, but Sam, I'm sure he can throw the ball a little, and he was wide open down on the bottom, but.
Again, folks, this game is also brought to you by Thomas Beck Insurance. You need some local insurance. You need a go-to guy for insurance. I'd give Thomas Beck a call at 503-266-3566. So Oregon City will punt for the first time tonight, or at least we think they'll punt.
See, now they got someone out wide on here, on Taryn, but
back deep to receive for Clackamas is number 5, Hunter Wilson, as Sam Mon will do the punting duties for Oregon City.
Whoa.
Nice looking punt. As Clackamas will take over on the
24-yard line.
24-yard line. So Hutchinson will take over on the 24. Swing screen to number 1, Drew Fisher, and he is stuffed. Fisher, again, is his go-to guy for those quick screens. The quick stop made by number 66.
Also one for the Pioneers.
I can't hear anything on the headset. Or I can hear it, but I just can't. Am I good? Oh, I'm good?
Can you hear? Yeah, now I can hear you.
3rd and 11. Oh, good. 3rd and 11 now from the 23-yard line for Clackamas. Hutchinson looking, fakes left, goes to his right, and it's sacked by Illen. Illen knocks out the ball.
Looks like Clackamas got it back.
And Oregon
They're calling
City
an Oregon
recovers.
City ball.
Brayman Oster recovers the ball as Nick Illa forces the fumble on Wyatt Hutchinson. Oh no, it's Tanner Smith that hit him.
Pioneers take over. 23-yard line. Great field position so far for the Pioneers. They've started on the 49 and the 23 on the last 2 drives. Obviously looking to finish off this drive.
Daniel Takachin, the ball going down for Oregon City, and his first run is nothing.
Just over 4 minutes in the first quarter remaining for the Pioneers. 2nd and 10. Pistol for the Pioneers here. Couch in the backfield. Looks deep. Scrambles to the right. Throws one up for Sam, and it's just out of his reach. 3rd and long here for the Pioneers. Obviously looking to pick up some yardage, as last drive resulted in -2 yards, and so far they haven't gained any. So Pioneers offense last couple possessions just hasn't been clicking.
So now bunched is Taryn Bradford out wide, and then Sam Mon and Trevon Bradford, and they swing screen to Connor Mitchell.
Gets
And
him
Mitchell's got the edge. And late hit? No late hit called.
just short of the first.
4th and 4 now for Oregon City on the 15.
gives him options to be able to run the ball on the outside, throw it short, or even maybe take a shot.
I think Nyquist is thinking end zone right here.
Yeah.
I mean, Mon's got a huge mismatch.
Bradford brothers going to the right.
Even if that safety comes over on Mon, he can still go up and get it.
Absolutely.
And a timeout by
Timeout,
Oregon City.
Obviously, maybe didn't like the play call, wanted to change it up.
Or he saw what Clackamas was going to give him.
What do you think Nyquist is going to do here, Caden?
I think he's either I got two options. Option A, he's going to take a shot to the end zone. He's going to run a fade with Sam and Trevon.
Yeah.
Or he's going to have Taryn out wide and have Trevon run inside just to get the first down. Option B, I think he's going to run it with Mitchell.
Also, the other thing I wouldn't be too surprised here is, as we've seen it in many other games so far with DQ and Sam, maybe a short, 5-6 yard curl, come back and get the ball, as really, quite frankly, it's worked a lot.
Yes, it has. That's been very effective over these past few weeks.
Yeah.
So out of the pistol, Dennis Lee will go.
Trevon and Sam out top of your screen. Taryn Bradford at the bottom.
And Dennis Lee will swing it out to Trevon, and he's got space. And he gets the first down, and he's in the end zone for his second time tonight.
They call him out. 5 yard
line.
line.
They mark him out.
Just short. He must have stepped out.
But he got the first down.
Picked up the first for the Pioneers. A much needed first.
Yes, very much needed. We didn't score a touchdown, band.
They're playing the Oregon City fight song.
They're ringing the bell, too.
Not quite, but.
At least the student section is paying attention.
Yeah. It'll be first and goal for the Pioneers. Just past the 6 yard line. Obviously looking to convert that fumble into a score.
Dennis Lee feeds it to Mitchell, and he cuts back.
Gets
and he is just short. Just short.
He took a big hit there at the end.
That was a big hit. Second and 1 for Oregon City. All right, quarterback blast with Dennis Lee.
Maybe a rollout to the left.
Dennis Lee, read option.
Keeps it and in for the touchdown. DQ for his first rushing touchdown of the year, I believe.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I think so too, yeah.
I know he had a couple big runs earlier this year, but hadn't ran the ball too much today, and his first one he made it count. Got 6 for the Pioneers.
So 2:16 remaining here in the first quarter in Oregon City. So far, it's up 13-0. And the Phillips extra point is
up and good,
but we got whistles. We got a flag. We got laundry. Offside Clackamas. Repeat. Play act. All right, so we'll get even closer.
There's a re-kick from the 1.5 yard line here for the Pioneers. Kick is up, and this one's also good.
So now it's just 2:16 remaining here in the first quarter. Oregon City is up 14-0. Oregon City's offense sure has looked good, huh, Archer?
It has, really. I mean, they've had a couple of struggles, but, fourth down, they got it going. And
yeah, I mean, they've converted some really key fourth downs early.
Yeah.
And, I mean, also Nyquist is showing he wants to be aggressive this game, too, going on fourth down.
Their first drive, they completely marched down the field. It's the other two possessions, they've had really good field position on the 49. They didn't really get anything going. And that drive, they did score a touchdown, but there's definitely obvious struggles for the Pioneers, and it's something Clackamas defense could jump on and stop.
But so far they haven't.
So far they haven't, and I'm sure Clackamas offense is hungry to get out there and get the ball and try to get the score back.
Well, and I really didn't expect Hutchinson to get the ball stripped out early like that either. I mean, he's very aware of his pocket.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that time
it was a great play.
That was a great play.
Defense, yeah. pop that
Great
ball out.
play. And Jordan Phillips will do our kicking duties tonight here for the Pioneers. Back to receive deep is Drew Fisher. It is high and short. As number 20 for Clackamas takes it, he makes it to the just past the 35-yard line. Is Josh Gay. Makes it quite a ways. So Hutchinson will come out with Fisher, Benatendi, Cole Turner, his tall 6'5" tight end receiver, and Surratt right behind him, and also Alex Hearn out wide. This is a very talented offensive group for Clackamas. Hutchinson will work out of the gun with Surratt by his side. And he'll feed it to him. And he cuts upfield. And he's got some space. And he picks up a first down. For a guy with a 6'2", 220 frame like that, he has incredible speed.
Yeah, absolutely. They listed him as 6'2", but playing with him, he was on my basketball team last year. He seems a little taller than that almost.
Yeah. And he'll feed it to him again. This time he tries to go left and not much there, and we got a flag on the play.
Got some laundry.
Looks like it'll be a holding on Clackamas.
Could obviously be another big momentum killer as this they finally had just gotten something going.
Yep, holding on Clackamas. That'll push him on back. Okay, student section, we get it. They can't do that.
It'll be first and long here, Clackamas.
First and 19 now from the 46-yard line. Surratt again by Hutchinson's hip. As Oregon City will bring a 5-man rush. Hutchinson barely gets a completion off to number 83, Cole Turner.
A 6'5" sophomore.
Wow.
Man.
He's got a future.
Yeah.
1:25 remaining here in the first quarter. 2nd and 9 now for Clackamas. Hutchinson's looking to build some momentum.
We got a trio out left.
Watch the screen. Nope. He's going to step up. He's going to run.
Throws a man down.
And Oster gets a hold of him, and then Trevor Vandervoort lays wood on him. Oof. He was not letting go.
As Brayman did a good job of just holding him back.
Yeah,
Didn't quite
exactly.
tackle him,
He got a hold of him, and that slowed him
Vandervoort
down.
just crashed
Oof.
him.
Oh, man.
It was a great, clean hit
Like, yeah,
by Vandervoort. One that he'll definitely feel.
yeah, in the morning.
Maybe he'll have to check out the physical therapist.
Yeah, actually, yeah, he might have to hit up OC therapy. As Hutchinson will roll left. Now step up in the pocket. He's got all day.
Oh!
And as Trevon Bradford almost jumped that and picked it off.
A great play for him to come down the field and crash, but those are tough when you're running 100 miles downfield and that ball's come flying in.
Yeah.
It's definitely a tough one.
As Clackamas will bring out the kicking unit yet again. As number 27, Drew Dayton.
That sounds like a kicker's name,
Yeah,
huh?
it does kind of. He'll do the punting and kicking duties here tonight for Clackamas. Bradford back deep.
You know, those are the smart people, though. They
Yeah,
don't
they
get
are.
hit.
No.
Can still get a good paycheck. And
No. Oh, boy.
he shanks it to the left as he goes backward.
Oh, that was great.
They actually lost 4 yards in the punt.
As Oregon City will have tremendous field position
Again,
on their own 49.
as it was already a shank of a punt, and that ball just
Wow.
spun back. Yeah, that's a loss of 4 yards on the punt. As the student section's chanting, "You can't kick." Like I said, the student section, they've been getting more involved, more creative.
Oh,
It
yeah.
always makes a good atmosphere.
They're very rowdy bunch.
Pioneers hoping to build off that last play and last possession.
Now Daniel Tkach in the backfield with Dennis Lee. Dennis Lee will take it out of the pistol. It's a swing to Bradford.
Makes
He
one guy
makes a man
miss.
miss.
Cuts it upfield.
He's got space. He's gone for a 51-yard score. How about that?
Again, Trevon just outright speed and awareness.
He made a
to
guy
make
miss.
the-
He
make
made a
the
guy
one that
miss, and
missed.
nobody could catch him.
And where some guys you see, they'll make a miss and they'll just continue to run straight upfield. You know, he had the awareness, he cut right. It looked like defenders had angles on him, but this Trevon is just faster than anyone out there, and he just blew past everyone and scored. Another tremendous catch and run by Trevon. Jordan with the extra point. Off the goalpost. Misses it. Lead will stay 20-0 for the Pioneers. As the Clackamas team looks really depleted right now. There's not a lot of energy. People are walking.
Yep. As the coach will try and spark him here.
And obviously with 3 quarters remaining,
There's
only
a
a
lot
3
of
touchdown
time.
lead. And, you know, there's so much time.
Oh, yeah. How about Trevon Bradford, though? He breaks a guy's ankles, and then after that, nobody can catch him.
And it looked like guys had ankles, but he's just outright faster than everybody.
Yeah.
And he knows how to use his speed. He's smart about it. He knows where to cut. Pioneers lining up to kick. Drew Fisher out deep. Black.
I think Gary Anderson likes what he sees in Trevon Bradford in a bright future at Oregon State.
And I would too.
Oh, yeah.
He's the kind of guy, he has the speed, but maybe has to develop, you know, a couple more better ball skills and things like that, but that's something,
Or,
you know,
I mean,
with
or
a
I mean,
bunch
throw
of
him on
recruits.
defense.
Yeah, and throw him, but it's something that, you know, they can take a year or two, maybe he'll redshirt and really just grow as a football player, and if you can learn to use the speed even better, like.
As Jordan Phillips crushes this ball on the kick. Fisher returns. And all I see is Clackamas bodies go flying. Wow. As Richie Mock-Surratt ended up on his tail. I really did not expect that.
As Keave Dennis Lee, right from kickoff, beeline for him, full out. Richie really wasn't paying attention, wasn't really putting himself out there, realized just too late.
That was a
Keave
hit.
Dennis Lee just came rashing down the field and laid a whopping hit. And those are the kind of things, you know, now he's, you know, a little rattled and shaken up when they're coming out on offense, you know, a very smart
A
play.
little fuzzy.
Still could do better than I would, but.
Oh, yeah. As Hutchinson will give it to Mock. And Dennis Lee in on the wrap-up. Along with number 49, Tanner Smith.
That'll definitely be an interesting matchup to watch between Keave and Richie for the rest of the night.
That'll be the end of the first quarter. Oregon City holds a very commanding 20-0 lead over Clackamas. And I mean, this is a game that we honestly expected this to be a lot closer, but at the same time, this is still a very close game because there's so much time left in this game.
And with Clackamas' offense, with you have Richie and guys like David Benintendi on the outside.
They can explode
at
any
any
second.
given moment. They can rip off a long touchdown. They just have speed. They have size. So they may be down 3 touchdowns, but they're definitely not out. They're probably going to look to cut this game to single digits, you know, heading into overtime or halftime.
Again, folks, tonight's game is brought to you by Oregon City Physical Therapy. And like Jacob and I have been talking about, there might be a few guys scheduling some late night appointments for tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And if you need to, too, give Oregon City Physical Therapy a call at 503-655-4877. So Hutchinson yet again out of the gun as Mock-Surratt jumps early, but no flag thrown.
Just put it
And
out
an
reach for
incomplete
Connor
pass.
Daly, a senior tight end.
Ball first. Ball first.
He floated it and he put out there to catch, but he just wasn't quite able to bring that one down.
Well, I mean, and Mock-Surratt jumped early, too.
Yeah.
As the student section is really starting to get involved, and this is Butterfingers for the second time tonight. And yet again, Surratt by Hutchinson's hip. Only 2 wide for Hutchinson. He's going to load the offensive line. He's looking Benintendi's way, but good bump and run coverage.
Oh!
And an interception.
A beautiful interception.
Actually, a And Taryn Bradford returns it to the 20-yard line of Clackamas with a one-handed interception.
That was a beauty. Oh, man.
He read that like a book. That was nice.
A great catch and run. A spectacular one-handed catch, and then had the awareness to turn around and take it downfield as he got into the Pioneers' red zone. Returned it for almost 50 yards.
Yeah. "44-yard interception return." Wow. To the Clackamas 19.
And all, if any momentum that Clack had just went right out the window. Pioneers looking to capitalize on that. Hand off to Koch up the middle. Takes it. Powers down all the way to the 5. 15-yard run for Koch there.
Yeah, not bad. The Big Red Machine. I mean, this is incredible.
This offense is now clicking off all
This
cylinders.
whole team is
And
clicking.
exactly, and because of that, the defense is they're feeding off
Feeding
it.
off
They're
each other,
getting-
yeah. And I mean, my thing with Oregon City is too, you talked to a lot of guys this week and they weren't cocky like they tend to get early in the week about games. They kept their heads down. They knew what they needed to do. They prepped well. They watched their film. And they knew how they needed to come out, how they needed to play. But the biggest thing is, against Clackamas, you have to be more physical. Physicality plays a humongous role in this game. And trenches. I mean, with all the smack talk that's going on right now, oh, man. I would actually like to be down there to hear some of that. That would be rather entertaining. So Dennis Lee will work out of the pistol with Koch behind him. And Dennis Lee looking Mon's way, just overthrows him. 3rd and 5 now, with 10:41 remaining here in the second quarter.
Sam, it's been surprising as much as the Pioneers' offense has been clicking, you haven't really seen too much Mon other than that one catch early on.
Yeah.
You haven't seen, I mean, he had a couple targets that were thrown up and out of bounds, you know, and kind of broken down plays.
Exactly,
threw over the head, but nothing really serious. You know?
Well,
and in the red zone, with the mismatch, you know, wouldn't be too surprising. Yeah, they had pretty short cornerback out there lined up.
As Oregon City will burn another timeout. But yeah, especially on that target. That's a play that Dennis Lee and Mon make all the time in games and practice. And yeah, Mon's got over an 8-inch height advantage on his corner. I mean, you got to take advantage of it.
And I mean, that corner has played good, granted, but in the red zone, a fade, you'd have to think Sam could go up and get it. So. As Clack really has their back on the wall right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're back on the wall as they're trying to get something, you know, just anything going. Maybe a stop right here, you know, giving up a field goal wouldn't be the worst thing, but they've got to do something eventually to flip this game around. Third and 5 here for the Pioneers. Koch in the backfield. Haven't seen Connor Mitchell on the last couple drives.
Oh. And Dennis Lee will look again towards the end zone. This time for Mon again, and he gets it.
An easy touchdown, like I said.
Pitch and catch like the backyard.
Yeah. It was easy, nice slant route. Mon just kind of used his
body,
his back shoulder, and just kind of pushed him out of the way a little, gave him a nudge, and he was wide open. A great play call and a great execution.
10:28 remaining here in the first half, and Oregon City just rolling.
Like I said, they can't let it off though.
You can't get a big head early.
With Clackamas, they can score, and they can score quick.
As Phillips will convert on the PAT, make it 27-0 Oregon City.
As I hear down on the Clack side, players are trying to get him pumped up, you know, but it just hasn't worked so far. As they've had a couple costly turnovers, and the thing is Oregon City has they've taken advantage of all of those opportunities.
Yep.
And that's the only reason that they're winning right now. Is they've just been able to make plays when it's been important.
Well, I mean, and here's my thing too. I mean, you can't get a big head early, especially against a team like Clackamas.
No.
Yeah, because they can score in bunches.
And with 10 minutes, I'm sure the Pioneers are looking to keep this 27-point lead as long as possible. As Clack is probably just looking to, maybe cut the lead down to 14 going to half or something. But
Well, Clackamas also receives the ball after half.
yeah.
So that's something to think about.
Yeah. And that's why Oregon City can't let it off the pedal. And I'm sure that they won't, as they were all week really motivated to come out and beat this Clack team.
But for now, we still have 10:28 remaining here in the first half as Phillips set to boot it away. As Kenshawn Sloan is the first to get his hands on the Clackamas player, and he just throws him down. He gets down there quick.
Like I said, Oregon City, they just look more motivated, more pumped up.
Well, I mean, and here's my thing too. If you're a returner, wouldn't it be kind of intimidating if the player barked like a dog as he runs down the field? That'd be kind of different. I don't really know what to think about that either.
That was a weird
As the returner, number 20, Josh Gay, just kind of stood there like a deer in headlights. I mean, I would too. You got a guy running at you full speed, barking like a dog, wanting to rip your head off.
Crazy.
Yeah. Hutchinson sweeps, pitches it to Mock.
Makes a couple guys miss.
Makes a couple guys miss, but,
but
at
like
the same time, he loses yards.
He's making a miss, but you watch his feet. What are his feet doing? They're moving backwards. He just can't have that. And I know he knows he's quick, and I know he knows he's big and strong, but because of that, you can't just think you're going to outrun everyone like Trevon has tonight.
Exactly.
He just doesn't quite have that edge speed enough yet, so he just can't afford to keep backpedaling.
As Vandervoort comes up with another tackle for loss for Oregon City. As Hutchinson a little shaken up for Clackamas, as he still remains in the game. I mean, here's my thing too. Clackamas has 6 to 7 down linemen at a time.
Oh,
a beautiful
great play by
tackle.
Tyler Dye, who he went into the defender and spun off of him for a one-on-one situation and wrapped him up. Like I said, Pioneers is it's also been the little things. They're executing tackles. Yeah. They're not giving up, the big plays off missed tackles.
Hutchinson roll out. And another incompletion and another drop by a Clackamas receiver. This time again, number 83, Cole Turner. Here's my thing. When you have a quarterback with the arm ability and ability to run on the throw like Hutchinson, as a receiver, you have to be so thankful and humble for that. But at the same time, you got to make plays.
Absolutely.
He cannot put that ball in a better place, more accurate, with more speed.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And again, it looks like the Pioneers are going to have great field position. Trevon is probably thinking about creeping up the field because
yeah, especially after that last punt.
as he got negative yards.
Yeah. As it's almost blocked, but this time it's. Oh, as Trevon thought about picking it up, but Oregon City will start now on the 41-yard line. That's not bad field position.
That is still excellent field position. Like I said, they're not being started, pinned deep like Clackamas has.
No, exactly.
They're already almost at the 50, so.
Well, I mean, in Oregon City's only punted, what, once? Yeah. Mons only had to come out once for a punt. So 9:13 remaining here in the first half after another quick drive by Clackamas. I don't think they're used to that. So now Sam Mon, Hayden Wilson, Trevon Bradford trips to Dennis Lee's right. And Oregon City burns their third and final timeout of the first half.
I still haven't seen anything so far on Connor Mitchell, but he hasn't been in the last couple possessions.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's in now, so it will be interesting to see what Nyquist is coming out about. And again, this is really odd to see Hutchinson struggle this bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about one of the state's best young rising quarterbacks over the past few years, and especially now. I mean, he's one of the top seniors in the whole state as an all-around athlete. And yeah,
I mean, right now DQ has just outplayed him, really.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
DQ hasn't even had to take that many deep shots.
No.
Trevon is just
his players are making plays.
Are making plays, so he hasn't. Where Hutchinson's been having to force throws and stuff, DQ's just kind of been controlling the offense.
Dennis Lee's got 4 wide. He's got four to choose from as he goes for Trevon Bradford. And no pass interference called. You got to be kidding me.
He did drop a shoulder right into him. The ball was overthrown.
Yeah,
Granted,
that's
he
true.
wouldn't have been able to catch it. But even then, I know it has to be a catchable ball. And that was the catchable ball.
Yeah.
But
I mean, typically also, too, you do see that call. But
yeah,
exactly. I agree with you. Exactly. That's
now, if that was Sam
both,
out there,
both
they
ways.
probably would have called it.
Oh, yeah.
He easily could have gotten a hand on that.
Yep. Dennis Lee out of the pistol. Connor Mitchell right behind him. 3 wide. As Dennis Lee looks to throw again. This time, Mon on a slant as the ball's behind him. And yards after catch gets Sam at least a 15-yard reception.
And it's been interesting because the Pioneers on first down have really struggled.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been on the later downs that they've gotten those big plays, and even plays like that, just picking up the first. They really haven't had any first down success.
And very clean route running, too, by these Oregon City receivers.
Absolutely.
Very good play calling so far.
Yeah. Bradford brothers outright with Sam.
And again, Mitchell in the backfield. Mitchell has not touched the ball much tonight. But when he hasn't been able to pick up much yards. Speak of the devil, there he goes to the outside. Tries to make a man miss, gets a block by Taryn Bradford. And Mitchell
picks up the first, gains about,
what was it, 11? 12, maybe?
Looks to be about 12 or 13. A nice run.
That was a nice run, but that was a great outside edge block by Taryn Bradford.
Absolutely. He's able to hold him until he got around.
So a 13-yard gain by Mitchell keeps Oregon City's chains moving.
Man.
8:30 remaining here in the first half. As Dennis Lee is orchestrating another great Oregon City drive so far. Bradford, and Mon on the left side as Mitchell will go that way. He's got blockers.
And
he takes his time, and are they?
And
I think they're going to call a flag for either holding or because Mitchell hurdled. As it'll be holding against Oregon City.
Yeah, the holding was pretty far downfield.
That was, yeah.
So it won't back him up to a 1st and 20. It'll be about 1st and 16 or 15, I believe. Yeah, it looks to be about
33, so 1st and 12?
Yeah, that's what I said. It was downfield, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's a spot foul.
Yeah, absolutely. You think they're probably looking to take a shot here.
Exactly. As Mon yet again has a huge mismatch by probably at least 7 inches. As Dennis Lee looks his way, finds Bradford for Trevon Bradford for another first down. Pitch and catch.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like me and my brother in the backyard. Except I'm left-handed.
And it's not high school football.
Exactly, yeah.
You might not be quite
It's
as
more
good,
like 3 in the morning with the truck lights on.
Pioneers picked up the first as, looking back to the first game against West Lynn where Trevon was only targeted a couple times.
Yeah.
This offense has changed, and they're basing the offense around him and Connor. And
it's worked pretty well.
And now that, obviously DQ being the starting quarterback now, it definitely has helped as he's been able to build
there's no more rotation.
Yeah,
exactly.
Connections.
As Mitchell take a blast to the left and makes a couple moves and finds the edge and picks up a good chunk of yards.
That was a nice move.
That was. And that's
it wasn't even just a stutter. He almost completely stopped.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Mitchell that can really help him or at the same time hurt him. That he has great patience and great vision.
Yeah.
2nd and 5 now from the 14 for Oregon City. It is really silent over here on the Clackamas side. Wow. Hear a pin drop.
Players have their heads down.
Dennis Lee out of the shotgun, rolls right, looking end
Has
zone.
Mon.
Has Mon wide open. He'll take it.
Makes a move and dives, and a touchdown,
Signal
Pioneers.
touchdown, but we have flag on the play. And it'll be a hold on Oregon City.
As that touchdown's taken off the board. As it was a great effort by Sam to extend.
Yeah.
That's where his height comes in, where he was tackled on the 3, but he was able just to lunge out and get in the end zone.
Yeah.
Obviously it being called back, but
as we contemplate still where we're going to put the ball here. All right, we'll put it at the 25, so I'll make it 2nd and 16 now for Oregon City.
you know, a hold, but another kind of spot foul that was downfield.
Yep.
So at least it's not 2nd and 20.
So Dandy Tkach now in the backfield here for Oregon City. Dennis Lee will take out of the pistol. As he's looking and overshoots the seam route of Tanner Smith. That's a route last week. He hit Tanner very well, and Tanner actually ended up with a 46-yard receiving touchdown. Dennis Lee thought he was going to keep going straight, but Tanner broke off to the left and was looking for that left pylon. Make it 3rd and 16 now here from the 25, 7:15 remaining in the first half. Tkach again in the backfield. Mon to the left, Trevon Bradford to the left, Taryn Bradford to the right, along with Tanner Smith just off the right side of the offensive line. As Clackamas brings the house, Dennis Lee throws it up and he throws an interception. As a block, as the Clackamas defender trips on his own feet, but we do have a block in the back.
Yeah,
on Clackamas, so this interception could be deleted.
No,
it
was after. It was after.
Yeah.
But it'll definitely put him.
So that interception actually
put him back on the 3.
Intercepted by Seth McCarty, a 5'6" senior.
He gave up a touchdown on the last possession, but a good play.
And that one, Dennis Lee's got to take a sack.
Yeah,
that one, Dennis Lee has to take a sack.
But when you see a 6'4" target on a 5'6" target, naturally you feel comfortable throwing it up. But that time it didn't work. And if he had thrown that ball 3 feet to the right, it would have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the best of throws. It wasn't horrendous off his kind of rolling out, but yeah, as it is 1st and 10 for Clackamas on the 3-yard line. Have to drive 97 yards. I don't even know if they have 97 yards on offense so far.
Yeah, I don't think they do either. Good point, Archer. That's a good point.
Yeah, thank you. Hand off to Richie up the gut. Takes it for about 4. Tanner Smith had that tackle. Clackamas looking to hurry it up. Takes it from shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Richie.
And Surratt breaks a few tackles, but then gets tugged down by Tanner Smith.
Yeah.
And he almost has enough for the first down. That'll be 3rd and short, 3rd and 1 for Clackamas. That's where they've actually made positive offensive yards is on the ground.
Yeah.
As the ball carrier for Clackamas maybe got the first down. Gay on the carry. Vandervoort with the stuff. 4th down, Clackamas.
Yeah. And now this.
Wow. Oh, no.
I mean.
No, a late call. Late call, 1st down. They said forward progress. Wow. Surratt in the backfield of Hutchinson. Oregon City going to bring at least 5. Almost Oh!
You could hear the
Great.
pads collide on that one.
That was a great hit by Riker Daniel.
Yeah. Ouch. Brandon Dillon. Tackled by Riker.
Hutchinson rolling to the right.
Flag on
And
the
he
field.
is almost.
As David Benintendi just wasn't quite able to bring that one down.
Yeah.
There is a flag on the field.
Vandervoort got a good hit on Hutchinson. And I'm wondering what this flag. Oh, it could be offsides. Maybe? What do you think? What do you think, partner?
Didn't look like it, but
No?
it was thrown early.
Maybe a false start?
He maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, false start.
Offense.
Yeah, that'll back him up 5 yards.
So 2nd and 12.
They just can't. They just keep shooting themselves in their own foot with turnovers and penalties right now. This isn't the usual Clackamas offense we're used to seeing.
So now Clackamas 2nd and 12 from their own 12. Here with 5:15 remaining here in the first half. Hutchinson out of the gun. Surratt by his hip. Bubble screen out to Fisher. And he is wrapped up by Sloan.
They're just able to
You see that? Sloan just threw off
Yeah.
the offensive player.
Yeah. They got back just a yard past the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 here for Clackamas.
3rd and 9. Turner and Fisher lined up side by side with Benintendi all alone. Hutchinson looking. He's got all day. And Taryn Bradford with another deflection.
It looked like he could have picked it, and then he kind of hesitated for a second,
Yeah.
but at least he was able to get a hand on it.
Great zone coverage by Oregon City.
Yeah.
So with that at completion, that stops the clock, and Oregon City could put up another touchdown in 4 minutes, 38 seconds.
We'll have to see how this punt goes. Well,
yeah, it's almost like playing a trivia game with this punter.
Will it be a 40-yard punt, or will it be a -3?
Yeah, that's true.
Credit to the punter, though. It is a difficult job. A lot of pressure, a lot of big guys coming down at you.
Bradford waiting back deep, and he'll just don't pick it up. Don't pick it up.
As Oregon City takes over with great field position.
Oregon City will take over on
38-yard line.
Oregon City will take over on the Clackamas 38.
Their average field position has to be at least the 50 or better.
Yeah.
Maybe even in Clackamas territory, the way some of those turnovers have gone and punts.
Absolutely. So 4:30 remaining here in the first half.
Let's do insurance.
Again, folks, this game is brought to you by Thomas Beck Insurance. You need some insurance on the tractor, maybe the home, maybe even the wife and the kids. Give Thomas a call at 503-266-3566. And Dennis Lee sheds a bunch of tackles, and he's got some daylight, and he'll pick up at least 4 or 5. As I make my own leads for the insurance commercial, that turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
First and 10 now from the 26 here for Dennis Lee. Mitchell gets the carry to the right, and he tries to cut back field.
A risky cutback.
And a flag for probably a hold.
As Connor was actually able to get upfield
Yeah.
for a gain of 7, and I don't like those cutbacks because he almost could have been tackled for a loss of 10.
Yeah. Honestly, it's better just to take that
It
loss
is.
than try and cut back.
Absolutely.
Because that cutback could turn into 20 to 25.
Yeah.
And another holding call against Oregon City.
There's been a couple holding on these last couple drives for the Pioneers. We'll back them up to the 42-yard line. First and 25 for the Pioneers, as it was a very deep holding.
linebacker.
Pistol for the Pioneers. To Koch in the backfield.
DQ looks, finds Sam on a quick screen for him, and he makes a quick move upfield, and he picks up a good chunk of change. I mean, he got that ball to what, at least a 30, 11-yard gain.
Not quite able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but it'll be about 12 yards to get here for the Pioneers. 2nd and 14. 3:30 remaining in the second quarter. A very long first half, it seems like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things have happened.
Dennis Lee will take it out of the pistol. They fake the screen to Mon.
As he's slightly underthrown and
Out of bounds towards Trevon Bradford. As they faked another screen and went for the touchdown. And Dennis Lee would have kept that ball on bounds. That probably would have been 6.
Yeah.
Make it 3rd and 14
The only
now.
problem about DQ's deep ball is he tends to float them a lot.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does tend to float them a lot. That is
He's
true.
not the best at zipping those in, and that's something he'll learn with time and
Oh, yeah.
stuff. But you know,
For the
he's been
most
able-
part, yeah.
he's been able to get away with it as he can lob it up for Trevon, but not quite able to on that last one.
Now he'll take it. He rolls right. Finds Mon to get back to at least the original line of scrimmage.
Definitely 4-down territory.
Oh, yeah.
Can't too long of a field goal, but also fourth and makeable here for the Pioneers. 4th
Yep.
and 8.
I expect a shot at the end zone right here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised. With just over 3 minutes remaining here in the
Or
first half.
Or maybe even a Takach run. I mean, Clackamas will bring at least 4 or 5. As they always go with at least 3 on the line and an edge rusher. As Takach picks up a great block late.
DQ scrambles around in the pocket.
And Dennis Lee sheds tackles after
Makes
tackle.
a miss. Picks up the first and
And touchdown!
in the end zone.
DQ scrambles for his life and ends up finding the end zone. How about that?
Man, that went from being a sack for a loss and a turnover on downs.
A 23-yard
to
scramble for his life.
23-yard scramble. He made a couple guys miss. He threw one off and he dove in the end zone.
Wow.
See, those are the kind of plays that are so fun to watch at the high school level, and you see just a great run as he now has his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
Yeah.
Both coming in this game. Kick is up and good for Phillips. It takes the lead to 34-0 against Clackamas. I mean, if you told me it was going to be 34-0 before half, I would have said you're crazy.
Exactly. Same.
For either team, if either team was up that much. So Pioneers have just really shown up so far tonight.
Wow.
They're just playing excellent football.
Wow. This is crazy. So 2:53 remaining here in the first half, and Oregon City just wide open, 34-0.
Clackamas is just looking for something, anything.
I think some of the Clackamas players' hair looks more impressive than their offense so far tonight, but that's just the way it's looked. 34-0 Oregon City, 2:53 remaining here in the first half. As Phillips looks to boot this one away.
Nice kickoff for the Pios. Takes it on the 10.
Fisher takes it from the 10.
Field, cuts it back up and falls forward to about the 29.
Tyler Dye with the stop.
Clackamas just looking to take something, anything, a grain of salt, going in a half. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah, exactly.
as I hear some frustration coming from the Clack sideline from some players.
Yeah, a lot of it. As Hutchinson looks to pass, and he finds Surratt. And he
is just short of the first.
just short. That's the most positive yards I've seen Clackamas gain in a while.
Yeah, really. As the Pioneers' run defense and pass defense, it's just been on point so far.
Hutchinson out of the gun again with Surratt by his hip. And he feeds it to him. And Clackamas picks up their first down.
Ball came out.
In a while, and a fumble comes late, but nope, they're saying he was
down.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Vandervoort stuffed Mock and forced a late fumble, but he was down.
A couple of Pioneers players are highly convinced that that was a fumble.
Hutchinson feeds it to number 20, Josh Gay, and he maybe picks up a couple. As Vandervoort leads the charge on yet another tackle, along with Dennis Lee following up behind him. Oh boy! Somebody said something about somebody's mama. Vandervoort didn't like it. As now Vandervoort will come out for a quick break. Before things get too chippy, as now the referee is meeting with Gay and Bradford.
Second and 6 for Clack. Running shotgun from the 47. Fakes the handoff.
Hutchinson looking deep for Benatini. That's a beautiful ball.
Yeah. Oh.
And it's just off
right
the mark.
Through his hands almost, it looked like. He just wasn't quite able to track it. He looked over the wrong shoulder and wasn't quite able to pull it down. No.
As Hutchinson fakes the fly sweep and dumps it off to Gay for a halfback screen. And he'll pick up another Clackamas first down.
As finally their offense is getting clicking, but
yeah, they got some
just
momentum.
have 1:30 left in the half. They're really gonna have to go quick here.
As Gay gets a carry and he maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nick Gill and Kayave Dennis Leon on the tackle. As Hutchinson with Surratt by his hip again. Out wide is Turner, Fisher, and Benatini. Look at Benatini's way on. He's wide open on a double move. And the Oregon City defensive backs just stood there and watched him catch the ball. As Riker Daniel didn't even know where he went. He just snuck right behind him.
A minute, just under a minute remaining. First and goal for Clackamas from the 2-yard line.
What's a kicker doing? I don't know.
Started running on the field. I think he thought they scored.
I guess. I don't know what he was doing. And one of the very rare times you'll ever see Wyatt Hutchinson go underneath center. As he will most likely either take it himself or it's a toss to Surratt to the right. And he's in. Richie Mock Surratt scores against his former school. Seconds remaining here in the first half, and Oregon City's still up more than 3 scores. as Dayton attempts the extra point. It's good.
Cuts the Pioneers lead down to 27. It's now Oregon City 34, Clackamas 7 with 46 seconds remaining here in the first half.
As this has just been a pouncing by Oregon City.
But like I said, even then it's
Yep.
27, but I'm sure Clackamas,
Well, I mean,
it's a four-score game,
and then Clackamas gets the ball after half.
yeah.
Well, this has been a very impressive first half by the Oregon City offense.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Still, that DeQuan Dennis Lee touchdown run, that's probably one of the best touchdowns UNIL see all year.
Absolutely.
I mean, he shedded half the defense.
Yeah, it's great. Great play.
Bradford back deep to receive the kick, along with Connor Mitchell. It's kind of weird seeing Clackamas on a kickoff.
Yeah.
There's a
Pooch
pooch
kick.
to Taryn Bradford. And he
Makes a
cuts
couple
upfield.
guys miss. Oh,
And he slips just at the Clackamas 45.
38 seconds remaining. Do you think they might take? They still have the timeouts.
Maybe.
At the 45, they'll take a couple shots.
Maybe, yeah.
Here. Maybe.
Wow. Taryn has really been coming on.
Almost broke that one, and I'm not quite sure if he would have been able to get in, but he would have been close.
He's been imitating his brother here these past few weeks.
Yeah, he really has.
Footsteps. And those are not bad footsteps to follow.
No, absolutely not.
Mitchell in the backfield as Dennis Lee finds Trevon Bradford on the slant. And
Makes a
Trevon
little
breaks
miss,
another
and
tackle.
He's gone.
He's gone. 45-yard touchdown.
Another great catch and run by Trevon Bradford as he took that 45 yards to the house, making a couple guys miss. Got into the end zone, and it's back to another going to be 33-point lead. Or 34 points.
I mean, just basic slants. Trevon
Yeah.
makes a guy miss, and he's
I mean,
to the
they weren't
house.
even looking to take a shot. They were looking
No.
to pick up 10, 15, take a timeout.
Well, they don't even have any timeouts, so he'd have to spike it.
Yeah, spike. Extra point is good. As the Pioneers take the lead 41-7.
28 seconds remaining. So 18 seconds later, the Pioneers score. How about that?
Yeah. That's the way this game is gone.
Cavaliers kind of showed up with some dull swords tonight. That was bad.
What did you say?
Cavaliers showed up with some bulldogs.
Swords, yeah.
That was pretty bad.
It's all right. We all have our good ones and bad ones. Trial and error, I guess.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, this is a fourth quarter late in the game score. This is like last week. Oregon City was up 52-0 throughout the third quarter, but I would never expect a 41-7. That was pretty. Yeah, that was.
No, these players seem pretty pumped up. I doubt they're going to hold back at all. I'm sure they just want to keep piling and piling.
It'll be an entertaining second half, that's
Yeah.
for sure. As Clackamas
Yeah.
will receive the ball after half.
Clock
As
line up.
Jordan Phillips and Kenshawn Sloan will leave the Oregon City special teams out, as I can hear Kenshawn barking from here.
.21 seconds remaining. I'm sure Clack probably just take it to half. You'd have to think, because
I mean,
if they throw a pick, no, the way the Pioneers will play, they can get another touchdown. So
That's true.
they'll probably just run the ball and take a very tough and frustrating first half.
into the locker room.
into the locker room.
Yeah.
I'm sure
At least that's what you and I think.
the coaches will.
Just like you and I
be
thought
on it.
Oregon City would. Well, you thought they'd take a shot. I thought they'd take it easy. Well, I guess you could call a 10-yard slant a real good shot.
Yeah, apparently when you have a
With
guy
no-
like
with-
Trevon.
With no timeouts and 48 seconds
Yeah,
remaining,
right.
whatever it was.
Apparently a 10-yard slant is good enough.
Wyatt Hutchinson takes out the shotgun, swings it out to Fisher, and he's got room. 14 seconds remaining. Make it actually 12. It's Clackamas all the way out to the 50.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Come on, throw it deep. Throw it deep.
You just want to see another one-handed
I kind of want to do.
Darren interception, huh?
I just want to see how far Hutchinson can huck it, too. Actually, no, they're still in their own territory on the 48. Hutchinson will take it.
Yeah,
And
they're
another
just gonna
swing
play it
screen to
safe.
Fisher.
And that should take it into half. Pioneers up 41-7.
As Clackamas will take a timeout.
I stand corrected.
Let's go. It's either we're going to run hook and lateral.
I don't think they'll run a hook and lateral.
Hey, you never know. We saw Oregon State do it last year with Thomas Hamilton.
Yeah.
He threw it at Hunter Knighton against
Yeah,
McNary, and then Trevon came around and scored another touchdown. But
I doubt.
no, I know, yeah, I doubt it too. But
Maybe just one last shot or another little short bubble, but
I don't know. I say let Hutchinson let one rip. I want to see what he's got.
I'd like to see it too because we really haven't seen his arm too much tonight. He really hasn't had an opportunity to take it deep.
See, if I can throw the length from my house to the shop, that's pretty impressive. I can't throw that far.
But you're the only one who knows how far that is.
That is true, yeah.
Who's to say that's 50? Probably
that's a
more
little-
like
that's a
15.
No, I can throw that.
So they would need 48 yards here to get in the end zone.
As Sam Vaughn, the 6'4" free safety, back
Why
deep
not?
along
Just
with
bat a ball down.
Yep.
Trio.
As trips Hail Mary. Oh, as Hutchinson is almost taken out from behind, and this won't. As Oregon City barely knocks it out. So 41-7. Whoa, will be the halftime score. Again, folks, this game is brought to you by Oregon City Physical Therapy. As we've seen so far, we haven't seen too many injuries, but of course we still have a very brutal and gruesome second half to go. So, hey, I might actually make an appointment too because my knees have been killing me. So give Oregon City a call at 503-655-4877. And we're back. We're back. 41-7. Halftime, Oregon City. As we had just about a minute until things pick back up. The reason why you're seeing all the smoke is so Oregon City has homecoming this week.
Yeah.
And let's just say student council decided
to go above and beyond.
My senior class wanted to go out with a bang. And
then a bang, and another one, and another one.
and another one, and they just kept going. And so the fireworks took a little longer than expected. So we have this little haze just kind of floating out of Pioneer Memorial as we speak. Oh, it smells like a campfire.
It does. I like it.
Yeah. May not be great for your lungs, but it was pretty cool. So, Archer.
Yeah.
We had a pretty interesting first half, huh?
Indeed.
Yeah. You and I really didn't see that coming. I don't think anybody here saw that coming.
No.
I mean, that was a destruction.
What?
You want to be in commercial?
And again, folks, this game is brought to you by Oregon City Physical Therapy. If you need any sort of physical therapy help here, if you're in the area, give them a call at 503-655-4877 or visit ocphysicaltherapy.com. As Clackamas will receive the ball once halftime finally concludes. And it is a very hazy atmosphere as we speak. Very.
Quite hazy.
I expect Oregon City to keep rolling until a certain point. It's gonna be like Gresham last week. But Clackamas, I really don't know what to expect anymore.
No, I'd really expect with this big of a lead for these next couple quarters to go by pretty quick.
Yeah.
You'd expect a lot of running. Teams aren't going to be taking as many shots downfield. Maybe Clackamas will.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if this if neither team really scored very many more. You know, maybe another touchdown or two, but just kind of an easy game.
And Clackamas does receive the ball after half. Yeah, Hutchinson Hutchinson has not made good decisions tonight. But it is great to see that Pioneer defense really step up big and make a lot of good plays tonight. As some key plays from the first half, we had a 38-yard fly sweep. That was the first touchdown of the game by Trevon Bradford. Nick Illa forced a fumble. Brayman Oster recovered for Oregon City. Daquan Dennis Lee had a read option keeper for the second touchdown of the game. Then Trevon scored again, this time a 51-yard swing screen. Then Taryn Bradford out of nowhere, one-handed interception for a 44-yard return. Then Daquan Dennis Lee hit Sam for a slant. DQ got picked off. Then he scrambled for his life. Richie Mock got Clackamas on the board, and then DQ threw another slant to Trevon. Trevon made a guy miss, and well, it was over. Just under 10 seconds now till we begin the second half. Jordan Phillips tees it up. Back deep for Clackamas is number 7, David Beninateni, and number 20, Josh Gay.
Lining up to kick this one deep.
Phillips, kind of a squib kick, but he keeps it in bounds, and Clackamas keeps missing the ball.
Gets wrapped up at what appears to be the 12-yard line. So right from second half, OC with another dominating play.
Yeah.
Man.
Special teams have been great tonight.
Absolutely.
Yep. So Hutchinson comes out, kind of wondering,
yeah, I mean,
where's my offense?
Yeah.
I mean,
but it's not like
he's had a great game in a sense that he's making all the throws he can make, and they're on point. It's his receivers keep dropping passes, and his offensive line has been broken
also his
down.
receivers just aren't really getting open.
Exactly, yeah.
It's tricky.
And the Oregon City disguising the zone coverage too very well.
Yeah.
As they'll start out with a run by Richie Moxerat. He'll pick up a few. Second and 7 now. I think it's second and 6. From the 15. Hutchinson out of the gun. Quick drop. Swings it out to Surratt, and he is wrapped up by number 5, Connor Mitchell. No. Number 3, Tyler Dye. For a loss of 2. Make it 3rd and 8 now for Clackamas. Beninateni in motion. Hutchinson looking his way. Now just takes it on a draw. And he's got the first down and more and slides. For a solid pickup of at least 18. Now Hutchinson fakes the handoff to Surratt, goes over the middle, and almost picked off by Trevon Bradford.
Almost one-handed interception by
that was a solid
the
bat
other
down.
Bradford, Trevon.
Yeah, that was a solid bat down.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if Hutchinson would have got a little bit more velocity on that ball, that could have been 6.
Easily. But that's been the story of the night, right? Just a little more here, a little more there. They just haven't been able to execute.
Now Hutchinson looking, finds Gay on a little check down. And Oregon City can't wrap him up, and Clackamas has another first down. Oregon City still has to realize you still got to make plays.
Yeah, absolutely.
That lead can go bye-bye real quick. So Benatini, Turner, and Fisher out there for Hutchinson. As he spins around and dances around the pocket, then he is taken down by number 49, Tanner Smith. Yeah, I don't think it's 2nd and 47 to go. I think that's a little off.
I mean, it's safe to say, but
2nd and 9. There we go.
there
2nd
we go.
and 9.
That one makes a little more sense.
Yeah. Hutchinson swings it out to Fisher, and Oregon City can't wrap him up. Then they finally do, and now we got laundry on the field as I hear a Clackamas complain of a potential face mask. But this could be on Clackamas. Illegal block in the back on Clackamas. And that'll push them back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Hutchinson and Surratt. Hutchinson scanning. He's got time. And throws it low. Oregon City getting great pressure on Hutchinson tonight, as that time Brayman Oster was there to disrupt the quarterback out of the pocket. I mean, Hutchinson also, yeah, he's good at making throws on the run and across his body, but you can't make a living out of that.
No. It's tough to be able to consistently do that.
Yep.
Even at like the pro level, you look around, it just doesn't happen.
Bunch, Turner. You got Turner, Pine, and Fisher all bunched. Could be a quick bubble to Fisher and let him dance. Nope. As Hutchinson cuts back, and he is brought down by
maybe
number 30.
Picked up a yard.
Yeah, maybe. Brayman Oster takes down Hutchinson, and
punting unit. Wow, I'm surprised they're at midfield.
Yeah.
They're down by a lot, but
yeah,
like I said, this game will probably be a lot of running, a lot of punts here on out.
Yeah.
As much as you like to believe Clackamas could come back.
Yep.
34 is that's a
large deficit.
It's a large deficit to be able to come back.
That's a good looking punt. As Trevon Bradford watches it bounce off his fingertips, and Clackamas recovers the ball.
That ball did take because of the spin, it took a very weird,
awkward
straight,
bounce.
hard bounce.
Yep.
Straight into what looked like Bradford's knee.
Yeah.
And bounced off, and
this could be huge momentum for Clackamas right here.
As they really need to score and score quick.
As they'll take over on the Oregon City 26.
Yeah.
That's now the second straight game Trevon Bradford's done that.
Yeah. As they'll take over on the 26-yard line. Great field position. Takes it. QB draw up the middle and gets tripped up. Falls forward for gain of 3. Really?
Josh Gay sweep to the left, and he maybe picks up a few. Third down and 8, and Hutchinson rolls to the right, and he's got all day. Then finally just dumps it off to Benintendi. Did he drop it? No, he hung on. But still, it's not
Picks
enough.
up the first. No, he did pick up the first.
Oh, wow.
First and 10 for Clackamas, 14-yard line.
Turner, Fisher, and Benintendi out wide. Hutchinson finds Fisher again. Tackled by Connor Mitchell. Roughly 7:10 remaining here in the third quarter. As Clackamas less than 10 yards away from another score. Second down and 6. And Hutchinson will take it. Fakes the handoff. Ball bounced off the ground, but Fisher finds his way into the end zone. Oh, no. 1 yard
Calling
line.
him just short.
So at the Pioneer half-yard line.
And almost 6 minutes already gone from this quarter.
Yeah.
It's really just flown by.
Oregon City should have the ball right now.
Yeah.
But
This has been one long drive.
yeah, it has been.
With a nice little
And a muff
40
punt, and a
yard,
muff
yeah.
punt by Bradford.
Yeah.
And Hutchinson toss to Surratt, and he is in.
Touchdown Clackamas. With 6:19 remaining. Looking for a little spark of life, you know? I mean, you can never count yourself out in football,
No.
as we've seen many crazy things happen. Obviously, they'll need to score many more times to even make this a game, but it's extra point is good, with Clackamas cutting the lead now down to 41-14 Pioneers. As it's turned into a truly great night.
It has, yeah.
It was a little muggy at first, but now just a beautiful night. It's nice and cool, and just a great night for some
great
Thursday night lights.
Yeah, it is. It is a great October night for some high school football.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. This is the best time of year.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah. Nice and chilly at night. Get a
Yep.
pumpkin latte.
So 6:19 remaining here in the third quarter. Oregon City up 41-14. As Clackamas finds a way to their end zone yet again. But also, it could be 41-7, or it could be even 48-7
Yeah.
if Trevon wouldn't have muffed that punt.
I mean, it could be, but it is. You know, it's
Exactly.
41-14. 27-point lead. Still a 4 touchdown, which, like I said, it's a hefty margin.
Yeah.
But, you know, if more things like that happen with Trevon, you know, muff punts, maybe Oregon City gives a pick 6 or something, they can easily be right back in this game.
Oh,
so.
yeah. So the Bradford brothers back deep to return. It's an onside kick, and it is recovered by Sillette.
Pioneers takes over on the 47-yard line. Great field position again.
Yep, 47-yard line.
Do you think we're going to see a lot more Connor and Takaj this half than we did last half?
Yep. Actually, whoa. All right. So Dennis Lee has Takach by his side. And he's got Connor Mitchell
Who
running out of the play.
A little bit of miscommunication here.
Yeah. As Takach gets the carry and he cuts back, finds a little bit of space and maybe gets 1 or 2 yards, and a late flag is thrown on the 50-yard line.
Ernest Hemingway's making the call. Old man in the seat. Yeah. Hey, step up. I'm going to tell you to step off down there, Homer. Step off. Uh-oh, personal foul.
Personal foul on the offense.
Block in the
Block
back.
in the back. You don't see that very often
No.
on special teams play.
No. So now that's one by each team tonight. Well, I mean, here's my thing. They only moved Clackamas back a yard.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to figure out the. I was going to say, definitely the ball shouldn't be on the 47.
Oh. Yes. 10-yard penalty.
All right.
No. It's 15.
15.
Yeah. See, that's the thing I don't understand. They gave Clackamas a 1-yard penalty for that same call.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not sure what's happening.
me either.
It's a tough job, though.
So
It
now
really
it's
is.
1st and 10 from the 33.
First.
Oh, no, 1st and long. Connor Mitchell with the reception. And he's got
Oh, he's gone.
room.
He's going to go. He's going to go.
Javon Bradford out leading. And Mitchell easily just kind of watches Trevon block in front of him, just kind of stays behind him and picks up a huge chunk. I mean,
It looked easy.
that's a what's 27 and 29, Archer? What was that, 46-yard gain? No, that's 56. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, big old gain.
And Oregon City, just like that, is back in the Clackamas territory on the Clackamas 21.
From the pistol to Koch in the backfield.
As Clackamas almost jumps, and Tkach makes a guy miss and picks up about 3 or 4.
A nice run. What should have been tackled at the line, he made a nice little gain out of. Yeah, absolutely. Second down and 5 coming up here for the Pioneers. Score still at 41-14. This half hasn't been quite as exciting and as
No, yeah.
action-packed as the first one was.
But Oregon City's being wise and eating clock.
Absolutely.
As DeQuan Dennisley's got all day, and he
Yep.
he overthrows Connor Mitchell, but Trevon Bradford ends up snagging it down.
Another Trevon Bradford touchdown, man.
Where is that ball at? Hey, Todd.
Line up for the extra point. It's off, and it's good. Pioneers take the lead 48-14 now. Coming back and responding to Clackamas' touchdown with a touchdown of their own.
So a 15-yard strike. Not bad. Yeah, Connor Mitchell expected that ball.
Yeah, he looked up and was like, "Oh, that's over my head." And Trevon was there. I think the pass was intended for
I think it
Trevon.
was too.
Because it was right on the money for Trevon. And hey, if it isn't, no one will ever know, right?
Exactly.
You can just tell everyone it was.
Pretty good little crowd over there. Hate to be on those school meeting,
5:13 remaining here in the third quarter. Oregon City up 48-14.
I've done it before. You just hope for rain. You got that, baby? You're just doing a rain dance all day long. Or as we used to call it, knucklehead.
Pioneers lining up to kick.
Fisher, Benintendi, and Gay all back deep to receive. As Phillips annihilates this one. Fisher takes it from the 11.
Has a little wiggle room and is able to get to the 34-yard line.
39-yard line. Oh. Oh. Oof. Yeah. Thanks, there, stud.
It's all right. It's late. I got you. Past your bedtime.
Just don't give me food, I'll turn into a gremlin. May not be midnight, but it's that time. So 5:06 remaining here in the third quarter for First down and 10 from the 34 for Clackamas as they look to, I guess what you'd call, keep their offensive momentum going. Hutchinson will feed it to Surratt, and he maybe picks up 4 or 5. Yep. Go ahead, Archer. Laugh all you want. Gotta keep things entertaining up here. Second down and 7 from the 37. And now Hutchinson swings it out to Fisher. And an illegal block in the back turns into a tackle. Or that's a hold, but still. It turned into Riker Daniels sweeping his leg into the running back for a tackle. Yep, holding on Clackamas.
Is it? Yeah.
They get 2nd and 13 out here for Clackamas on the 31. 2nd and 12. We got chain reaction up here.
Yeah.
So Hutchinson out of the gun. Turner, Fisher, Benedettini's got Turner in motion. Fakes a sweep to Turner, and it's supposed to be a halfback screen. And he underhand tosses it to Gay. And he is pummeled by Kiave Dennisley and Tanner Smith.
Just another great defensive play by the Pioneers.
I still can't believe he got that ball off.
Yeah.
That was different.
Another big thing, how you can tell how much the Pioneers have changed, is you look back to week 1 against Westland, where they were constantly missing tackles, constantly going high on people.
Yep.
They're getting low. They're wrapping up. They're not letting them get into open field and past the linebacker level. It's really, it looks like a different team out there, offense and defense.
Yeah, as Hutchinson rolls to the right, and he is sacked by Brandon Dillon.
Ooh. Throws him to the ground.
Wow. Yeah. Hutchinson is afraid to take a sack like he was on that 2nd down. Well,
yeah.
3rd down, he met an Oregon City defensive lineman right there.
Yeah.
On to boot this one away again is Drew Dayton, as Trevon Bradford awaits yet another punt. Hopefully this one doesn't go off his fingertips this time. And Dayton, he is dangerously close to the end zone. Oh, a little bit of a high snap. And it's way short. What a bounce.
Out at the 36. Average field position, you have to think is
now in Clackamas territory.
Definitely in Clackamas territory. And that's another, it's a game changer. It's been all the little things for the Pioneers. Wrapping up, sacks, run defense, special teams.
Clackamas' miscues on special teams and punting.
It's not that either team is necessarily, yes, Clackamas has given up big plays, but it was because of, little things. It was missed assignments. It was, not being able to wrap up. So it's just been the little things tonight that really has just killed Clackamas, and OC has executed really well.
DQ out of the pistol. And he swings it out to Connor Mitchell.
Ooh. It's a big block by Connor Mitchell.
As a backward pass goes out of bounds, and that was a live ball, so Connor Mitchell.
Good awareness, because he could have scooped that and scored the.
Connor Mitchell wanted to go out of bounds, and as it was going out of bounds, he had to get rid of the guy.
Because he realized for the ball. If he went down, he couldn't have gone down and necessarily got the ball. Didn't want to give the Clackamas guy a chance.
No. 2nd and long now here for Oregon City. 2nd and 20 from the 46. As Daniel Tkach is almost wrapped up in the backfield.
So cuts it out.
He keeps his feet
going.
going.
Picks up the first. One guy hurdles over him for a
first down.
Oh, coming back.
Oh, yep, coming back. Or we could have offsetting penalties. But
Holding. Holding on the Pioneers. And a block.
What? Hey, I got a quick college football update. USC upset by Washington 17-12. Kessler threw 2 interceptions.
They won. Washington won.
Is USC just
More talent in USC.
2nd and 30. Now here for Oregon City after some costly penalties. As Dennis Lee is wrapped up,
finally is taken down?
Tkach almost picked up that late blitzer.
Wasn't quite able to.
So now 3rd and really long for Oregon City. We're going to call it 3rd and 34 here from the 40-yard line.
Spicy over here, boys.
Do you think they run it or they do a slant route? Because we've seen slant routes turn into long gains.
I'd look at Sam on.
Yeah.
Look how lonely he looks up there.
Is there some laundry on the field?
Yep, yes, we do have laundry.